It looks like we are officially at 10 o'clock and ready to roll tonight. We're opening a little memorabilia and a couple of cases along the way. So before we get started ripping into all of our boxes and packs and all of our fun stuff tonight, there is a little bit of information to go over. So let's get started with that first up. Feedback. This is up there because I get asked this question a lot. My feedback is automated on eBay. I do that so that you guys and gals never have to wait on me to get caught up on feedback. So basically the way it works is like this. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. So that way, no waiting. One-stop shopping, so to speak. You leave it, you're instantly going to get it back. The next thing you see up there, of course, is just something to say thanks, because I really like breaking cards. I think it's a lot of fun, and you guys make it possible. So I appreciate you bidding and breaking with me, coming by and chatting, watching the break. However you choose to participate, I'm glad that you spend part of your time with me, so thanks for stopping by. What we're looking at right now, these are breaks that are already listed on eBay that are coming up over the next 5 days. New stuff goes up just about every night, and it usually runs for 5 days. Just to give you an idea, if you haven't done a break with me before, that kind of tells you how I normally work things. So tomorrow night we're going to open a Hit Parade Triple Play baseball box. Those are always lots of fun because there are 3 autographed items in each one of those boxes. So we'll find an autographed baseball jersey, an autographed baseball, and an autographed photograph in there. We're also going to open a 5th case of Spectra basketball tomorrow night and a 10th case of Inception baseball. On Wednesday night, we'll open a Hit Parade autographed football jersey, a full case of Cornerstones basketball. It comes out on Wednesday. We're going to start busting into it right away on Wednesday night. And then we'll also open a full 12-box inner case of certified football, which, hey, if you haven't heard, Tom Brady autographs live in certified football this year. Probably everybody knows that by now, but in case you don't, yeah, that comes out tomorrow as well. We're going to break it tomorrow night along with Cornerstones. Thursday night will find us with more memorabilia, autographed football jerseys, autographed full-size football helmets. We'll do another case of the Clubhouse Collection game used batting gloves. We'll do some more gold standard. It'll be the back half of the case that we're about to start tonight. We'll finish the case up on Thursday night. We'll do a second case of certified. On Friday, that's when Immaculate Collegiate Football comes out. That's always got nice stuff in it, always excellent relics, lots of high-end hits in there. So we'll open a case of Immaculate Collegiate and an 11th case of Inception baseball and a 2nd case of Cornerstones basketball. On Saturday, it will be an autographed baseball bat, an autographed batting helmet, and we're going to break Leaf football jerseys. They come out on Friday. We're going to start breaking them on Saturday, and we're going to break them as a half case, right? We normally break them one at a time. Forget that. We're going all in, half case on Saturday night, which will be 4 jerseys in that one break. And then we'll also break a case of Optic baseball on Saturday. So that's what the days ahead look like for tonight. There's lots of information on this page, so let's take a look at what we have here. First up, this is the order that we're breaking in tonight. So it'll be the game-used batting gloves up first, the full-size football helmet will be second, the half case of gold standard football third, and then we'll finish it up tonight with the full case of Spectra basketball. Shipping, you notice we've got 2 different shipping dates there. That's because our first 2 breaks for the batting glove and the helmet, those are free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me where the shipping is completely free for the buyer, you can plan on it going out usually 6 or 7 days after an auction ends. Sometimes I'm able to get it out sooner than that, but just kind of projecting it out for Monday the 30th, which is a week from today. And if I can get it out to you sooner, it'll be a pleasant surprise, right? And then, of course, our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Gold Standard and Spectra. Projecting out for Friday, if I can get that to you sooner, I will. And the last little bit of information here before we get down to business is consolation cards. So if you're in one of these breaks and your team is not pulled, you don't get an item if you're in one of the memorabilia breaks, or you don't even get a base card if you're in one of the card breaks, You are still entitled to a consolation card for your team. It's just a trading card from any year, any series. I just grab one out of my stack of cards for your team. And if you're in one of the free shipping breaks, typically I'm going to hold that until your next package. And then the next time you do pull something, I'll gather up all those consolation cards that you would be due, because I track that stuff for a rolling 90-day period, and then I would send them out with that item. If you're in the paid shipping breaks tonight and you get skunked in that, any consolation card or cards that you would be due would ship out with the rest of the break. That's on the paid shipping breaks. So if you're in the free shipping break and you don't want to wait the 90 days, if you're not the one pulled tonight and you say, hey, I don't want to wait and have it go with my next, you wouldn't have to necessarily wait 90 days. But I mean, if you don't want to wait for it to go with your next package, I'm saying, which I track for 90 days, you just drop me a message on eBay. Let me know that you want it sent right away. I'll drop it in an envelope with a stamp and it will be on its way to you. So first up tonight, 3 boxes of 2018 Onyx Clubhouse Collection Game Used Batting Gloves. This is a full case break, and it's break number 1. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, the 23rd of July. It was all on eBay, of course. And a format here that many of you are familiar with. We have our team names on the left, winning bidders there on the right-hand side. The only difference is we had some teams not on the checklist. There are 3 of them. So I didn't list those, obviously, on eBay because they're not on the checklist. So they are designated just like that. So that would be tonight. Our Mets, Diamondbacks, and Orioles are not on the official product checklist. So I didn't put those up for sale. And, of course, if you're not in this break, you will get a chance to see your name up there in lights as soon as we get to your product. A spreadsheet goes up before the start of every break. Last but not least, I know the background went out of focus, guys and gals. I did that on purpose. I don't like using autofocus, so I take it off of there. Now, who do we have in chat tonight? I see Katie. And Katie, you're asking, were all the teams in Spectra taken? They certainly were. I will check before we get there, Katie, and make sure if everything was paid. But they were all sold for sure. Actually, I probably need to check that on Gold Standard, too. And I see Derek is here. Hi, Derek. He says it's his first time with us tonight. So maybe you'll have some good beginner's luck. Or I shouldn't call it beginner's luck. He's probably done breaks before. Call it good first-timer's luck. How about that? And AC Baker, I see also in chat tonight. Hi, AC. Okay, so in here, in each one of these, we should have game-used batting gloves. So I can tell you last year I opened one of these boxes and there was a powerful smell emanating from it because, yeah, they have sweat and everything else built into them. So some of them a little more used than others. These you can see quite well used. Definitely very well used. And now last year, yeah, I was going to say last year they were signed. There's your signature right there. We're going to have to find out who this is by reading it. And he's written something, it just says game used on the second glove. So let's see who this is. There's an Onyx authentication sticker that goes with, or card rather, that goes with your Onyx authentication sticker down there. And these gloves are worn by Jason, is that Kreisen? How do you say his name? Let me see if I can find him on our checklist here and figure out, he is a Detroit Tiger, okay? So the Tigers are coming up first with our game-used batting gloves and signature there. Kind of faded in, but it's there nonetheless. So Tigers up first. Hi, Nate. Spectra is coming up, but it will probably be about, I'm going to say maybe 20 to 30 minutes from now, something like that. It's actually our very last break of the night tonight. All right, so here, I don't know who that says either. So once again, I may even have that upside down. I don't think I do, but this will be another one that we'll have to go back and check on the card to see who it is. I always like to look first and see if I can guess who they are. Most of the time, I cannot guess by the signature. And there, of course, is the card that matches. There's our Onyx authentication sticker. your card that matches it right there. Actually, let's do that now. And our player here, oh, it's Jose Abreu. That's nice. Now, how do we not recognize that signature? That does that look like it says Jose Abreu? What does that even say? Maybe he's written something else on there? I don't know what that says. I guess maybe that is, I guess that is what it says. Well, anyway, it's Jose Abreu, and of course he is a White Sox. And here comes our third pair of game-used batting gloves. And these, oh, these are fancy, aren't they? And they're signed on the palm of this one. So, and there's your Onyx authenticated sticker and your signature on the palm of that one. Looks like they've once again signed both, which is usually what they do. And they've also dated when they signed them on that pair. There's your ticket or your paper that matches your sticker. And it is Jacob Scavazzo. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. We all know I pronounce them like terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. And he is, let me find him on the checklist here. Where are you, buddy? So, some of you guys may know already. He is LA. Yeah, okay. And I'm assuming, is he a Dodger? It just says Los Angeles. I think he's a Dodger though, right? Let me look that up real quick. Hang on one second, guys. I'm not as familiar with the farm systems of some teams as I am of others. So bear with me, because I'm sure this guy is an up-and-comer. I just need to verify that he is a Dodger. I would certainly think so, based on what I know to this point. Yeah, he's a Dodger. Or a Dodger, you know, in the prospects. Okay, so Dodgers have the pair of gloves for Jacob. The White Sox have them for Jose Abreu. And then Jason here was for the Detroit Tigers. So those are our 3 game-used gloves for tonight. I'm happy to report that none of these have the overpowering smell that we were sometimes hit with last year. So that's the good news. When you get them, they will not knock you out of your chair. That's the good news. All right. Let's see if we can't move on to our full-size helmets. And Aaron's giving me grief. He says that's the first name I butchered tonight. Okay, for those of you who are new, this is kind of a long-standing sort of joke. I am horrible with pronouncing names. Even when I've heard them pronounced zillions of times before, I'm really terrible at pronouncing them. I don't know why. Like, I can hear them in my head, and somehow I cannot manage to translate that into coming out of my mouth with the proper name. Like, most of the time I pronounce them wrong. Like, a lot. So those that bid with me often, it's kind of become a little game. So I joke that you guys have a drinking game for every name I pronounce wrong. You know, somebody has to pony up. So Aaron is pointing out there that I just butchered my first name of the night. So thank you, Aaron. I know that, though. It's all in good fun. Okay, if you did not see this a second ago, if you tuned in after this was up there the first time, please take a minute and review the information you see there on the page. It gives you projected shipping dates for our first 2 breaks, which are our free shipping breaks, a different projected shipping date for our paid breaks tonight. And of course, there's also written information there about consolation cards. I went into that in a little more detail at the start of the break, and I will go into it in more detail again towards the end of the night. So tonight, right now, we are getting ready to open a 2018 Gold Rush Series 2 autographed full-size football helmet. This is break number 21. It also, of course, ended tonight, and live streaming it tonight, the 23rd of July. Which honestly is crazy that we're almost done with July. Couple of things to note. There is the possibility of a multi-signed helmet Heisman Trophy winners. There's also a possibility of a multi-signed helmet Penn State linebackers. So each of those two spots had their own bidding category. So if we were to pull either of those two helmets, it would go to whichever, bidding category it belonged with. And I don't normally do this because these boxes are huge, but somebody the other night said, hey, they want to see that tape across the top before it gets cut. So, I guess most people have been bidding with me a long time, so you guys know that there's an established trust, but sometimes, I guess, you get new people and they don't know. So I'm trying to remember to get in the habit of showing that tape up there before we start down the path with this every time. I gotta get this out of here. It's double boxed. I can't get the other box open. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, this is what is going on right now? Oh, I've got it stuck in oh my goodness. Woo, that was fun. Okay. This is a collegiate helmet. There is a sticker on the top of that second box that tells me who the signature is. It is Marshon Lattimore. So, of course, Marshon Lattimore is a Saint. So the helmet is going to go to the Saints. But there is the signature on it. It's just a basic collegiate helmet that he signed on. And here are the stickers. I guess they didn't feel like applying them themselves, but the stickers that you would normally see on there on this particular helmet as well. It is JSA authenticated. There is your paper card for that, and it matches this little COA sticker there, or the, little attached COA sticker on the back. So once again, collegiate helmet. And it is Marshon Lattimore for the Saints. And we know this because there's a handy little sticker on top of the box when you open the inside box that tells you. Otherwise, I don't think we would ever have any idea. Or at least I would not have had any idea. Hi, Greg. Hi, Toby. How are you? Toby, you said you hope that isn't a Seahawk. Why did you hope it wasn't a Seahawk? We actually pulled a nice Seahawks jersey the other night, though, as a matter of fact, football jersey. Let me get the helmet set out of the way, and then we'll be moving on into gold standard football. All right. Let me get our case of gold standard up on the table. And we're going to look at that spreadsheet again, because I always do. People jump in and out. So, and plus, if you're watching the tape delay, sometimes you just scroll to the part that applies to you. So, most of you probably just saw this a second ago. If someone did not see it, please take a moment and review it. The only difference here with consolation cards, because this is a paid shipping break, if you were to get skunked in this break, I hope you don't, but if you do, your consolation card or cards will ship with the rest of the break in this case, because it is a paid shipping break. So this is 6 boxes of 2018 Gold Standard Football. It is a half case break. It's break number 5. It's going to be the start of a brand new case. So what that means to you is this. I'm going to take all 12 of the boxes out of this case. I will number each of them on the end. I'll bring you along with me. We'll go to random.org. I'll type in 1 through 12 and hit randomize. And then whatever 6 numbers come up first after we hit randomize will be the corresponding 6 boxes that we open tonight. And then the remaining 6 boxes, of course, would be in the next break. That's generally how I do it when we open a new case, but we're not going to break the whole case in one sitting. I usually will do it like this and let random.org be our deciding factor, because that way it's all very transparent and easy to follow, and everybody knows how we decide what gets opened on any given night. Try to make things as easy to follow and transparent as possible, just in general. Makes it better for everyone. I should have put all these so the seam was on the opposite end. It seems like I only did that with about half of them, but oh well. What are you going to do? All right, so there are our 12 boxes all numbered up. I'm bringing you along with me here, and we're going to let random choose our 6 boxes. All right, there's our 1 through 12, and it gives us 8, 12, 4, 3, 2, and 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. All right, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12. Give me one moment to put the other 6 back in their case, and then we'll be ready to start on this. Oh, Mo Money, I didn't see you in chat a while ago. Sorry about that. How'd I miss you a while ago? Didn't see you in there. Sorry about that. Toby, you said you've seen a lot of Seahawks lately. Do you mean in the helmets, or do you just mean in general you've seen a lot of Seahawk hits? Sometimes things do kind of go in waves, don't they? So if you haven't done a gold standard break before, those little styro pieces are in the bottom of every one of these boxes. Gold standard, of course, has 1 pack per box. And then each of our packs will have in it 5 hits of some sort. It can be autograph, it can be memorabilia, it can be a combination of autograph memorabilia, but generally speaking, we're going to be looking at 5 hits per box, and also a couple of base cards. Sometimes the base are parallel, but everything is numbered in gold standard. All of the cards will be numbered, base and otherwise. What else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else important to know about gold standard. I think that's the most important stuff. J Frank 47 is here looking for Mr. Saquon Barkley. Giants are very well represented in this product. There's a lot of Giants on the checklist. And it seems to be kind of hit or miss, though. I mean, one break we did, I swear to you, half the cards were Giants. And then another break we did, we had a decent number of Giants, and then we had a couple breaks where we had no Giants. So it's like you have tons of Giants or you have no Giants. There aren't that many kind of in between number of Giants, I don't think. All right, I had to get my sleeves out. I had forgotten to lay them out on the table. Michael's in chat too. Hi, Michael. Michael says he sees, I thought I was pulling my base and I accidentally pulled the hit, that he sees a lot of Steelers in here. Yeah, I've seen some Steelers cycle through, but I mean, it just, again, everything's kind of hit or miss. I don't see one absolutely tearing up all the others. So this is number 299, and it is Damian Ratley for the Browns. We're following that up with, Danny Trevathan for the Bears. I like that. And why do I not see a number? It's down there in his cleat. It's to 49. Danny Trevathan used to play for my UK Wildcats once upon a time. One of our few players that made it to the NFL, right? Here is Eric Berry for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's to 125. You've got an autograph and a relic, and I have some kind of piggyback sleeve situation going on there for a second. Kenny G, Mr. Kenny Golladay, numbered to 99 for the Lions. Of course, we found a ton of him last year when he was a rookie. We're still finding him this year. Well, looks like it might be one of those nights for the Giants, because we're coming out with a very nice Kyle Lauletta right up front here, numbered to 49. So you've got a little bit of a ding down here in the lower right-hand corner, but for the most part, that's in pretty good shape. It's numbered to 49, and it is oh boy, it's a really nice patch, and I see something really nice coming out behind it. I believe we might have ourselves a little one of one. I believe we do have a little 1 of 1 coming out for the Patriots. Jordan Matthews. How about that? Nice little tag, little laundry tag. The Pats with a 1 of 1. I like when we see those. That makes me happy. So Patriots with an awesome 1 of 1. Here is Kiki to 199 for the Texans. So I'm a fan right now of the first pack. I like what we pulled out of there. I always like when we pull 1 of 1s, frankly. But also, I kind of am not opposed to stockpiling a little Kyle Lauletta. I think that might not be a bad direction in which to go. Doug Baldwin to 99 for the Seahawks. And then we have the Bengals coming out to 49 with Jesse Bates. Leighton Vander Esch to 49 for the Cowboys. I think that might be the first Vander Esch I have seen in Gold Standard. It's the first one I remember anyway. Autograph, I mean. So nice little hit there for the boys. Here come the Redskins with Clinton Portis. Has a nice 2-color patch, and it is numbered to 5, so you're not going to complain about that. So we have a 1 of 1, and now we have a nice Clinton Portis to 5. So random did right by us tonight so far. Here is Kiki once again coming out for the Texans. That one is to 99. You have the relic and autograph. Following behind it is Dante Pettis to 49, a relic for the 49ers, numbered to 49. And then we have to 199 for the Cardinals, a relic for Josh Rosen. So you guys know why I love Gold Standard now, right? I mean, it's just such an awesome set. I've always loved Gold Standard. I'm so glad they brought it back to football last year. But then they took it away from basketball, so that made me sad. Numbered to 99, we have Rashad Jones for the Dolphins. Next up is Julio Jones to 25 for the Falcons. Deron Payne to 49 for the Redskins. With autograph, of course. Oh, I love when I see these. I absolutely love these. This is to 25, and it's DJ Moore. I love that gold ink on the black background. And, of course, you've got the trio of relics on the front there as well. So the Panthers and DJ Moore with a nice hit to 25. Seahawks, Doug Baldwin. Big swatch, numbered to 49. The Green Bay Packers have Clay Matthews to 125. Oh, Michael likes the Clinton Portis pull. Yeah, that was a good one, too. Of course, you know, it's hard to beat. The only thing that beats the laundry tag for me is the NFL shield. Out of football. Of course, logo man, you know, in basketball. Derek Carr to 125. But yeah, the laundry tag hits are kind of, I love them, but the NFL shields are my absolute favorites. They're my favorite 1 of 1s to pull. LaShawn McCoy to 99 for the Bills. Behind that, we have Devonta Freeman to 49. Looks like a little imperfect corner down there on the lower right for the Falcons. Harold Landry for the Titans to 49, Golden Rookies. Coming up behind that, Patriots are on a roll tonight. How about Sony Michel headed your way to 75? Patriots are in the midst of a good evening so far. And then we have Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins. I forgot to see what Ryan was numbered to, didn't I? He is numbered to 49. So they give us a patch to 49, and it's just like all white. Could they not have given us a little bit of the aquamarine color in there? So stingy. This is numbered to 125. It's Emmanuel Sanders and the Broncos. Redskins and Clinton Portis are on a roll tonight. That's to 125 for that relic. That is well, 4 down, 2 to go. So we're more than halfway done. 4 boxes opened, 2 boxes left to go. Of course, 1 pack per box, as you guys know. Chris Thompson to 99 is first out for the Redskins. And then we have Cameron Brate to 49 for the Buccaneers. Our autograph, Lorenzo Carter and the Giants to 149. Meanwhile, the Giants are going, okay, where's Saquon Barkley? That's who we wanted. I know. But that little letter was nice. Don't sleep on that. To 99, Royce Freeman and the Broncos. Here comes a nice patch for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Marcus Allen to 49. Nice 3-color swatch there. Here comes Joe Namath, baby, for the Jets. Joe Namath relic to 125. Clay Matthews coming out again for the Packers, also to 125. 1 pack left. Drum roll. Get your mojo working. Last box mojo coming up. Let's see if we can't find some fire in here. Cooper Kupp for the Rams to 99. Patrick Peterson to 49 for the Cardinals. Auden Tate, Bengals to 149. Oh, last box mojo answered us. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen to 25 with your big 4-color patch and autograph. Rookie Jumbo, Josh Allen is a nice hit. Last box mojo worked for us. And then the Bengals with Geno Atkins. That's actually a very nice patch for the Bengals. It's numbered to 49. It's 3-color. And you hardly ever, at least I hardly ever, pull a Bengals patch that has all 3 colors on it. It's like, what is the deal why we can't get all 3 colors on a Bengals patch? But a lot of times we can't. So nice to have that one. And our swatch here is for the Cowboys. It's Dez Bryant, numbered to 125. And then we have another Cowboy, Jason Witten, coming out right behind it, also to 125. All right, you know what time it is now. It's recap time. I don't really recap the numbered base unless someone particularly wants to. If you do, jump into chat and let me know. But in the absence of anyone specifically requesting that, then we're just going to recap. Okay? If these will stop sliding, that would be helpful. DJ Moore to 25 for the Panthers. Nice looking card there. Jason Witten for the Cowboys. Joe Namath and the Jets. For the Broncos, it was Royce Freeman. And then the Broncos again, Emmanuel Sanders. The Titans had Harold Landry. The Packers with Clay Matthews. I believe that will be one of 2. Doug Baldwin and the Seahawks. Next up, Dez Bryant, Cowboys. Geno Atkins with our nice looking patch for the Bengals. And another Bengal, Auden Tate. Here's our second Clay Matthews for the Packers. Nice Marcus Allen 3-color patch for the Chiefs. And Lorenzo Carter comes out for the New York Giants. Daron Payne, Redskins. Josh Rosen relic for the Cardinals. Here comes a nice Clinton Portis to 5. It's a nice patch. It's a nice signature. It's a low number. I like the hit. I'm a fan for the Redskins. Leighton Vander Esch, nice hit for the boys. Kiki coming out for the Texans. Here is our handsome 1 of 1. Our laundry tag, which makes me so happy. I like it very much. And it is for the Patriots and Jordan Matthews with our handsome 1 of 1 laundry tag. Now, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to 25. That's our last box mojo call being answered there with a 4-color patch and autograph hit. And then Clinton Portis again to 125 with a relic. We have Ryan Tannehill coming out for the Dolphins. Nice Sony Michel for the Patriots. That one to 75. Derek Carr hit for the Raiders. And then we have Dante Pettis for the 49ers. Another Kiki to 99 for the Texans. The nice Kyle Lauletta to 49 for the Giants. I like that hit for the Giants. I mean, I know you're looking for Barkley. I get that. And I would be too. But I still like that Kyle Lauletta. And then Kenny Golladay for the Detroit Lions. And we started things off with Eric Berry and the Kansas City Chiefs. So that is our recap and our break for this half of Gold Standard Football, which is going to now roll us right into Spectra Basketball. Let me get that up here. And get our spreadsheet up and running for that. Jojo. Oh, you probably saw mostly the recap. Hopefully you, I just now looked over here into chat again, but hopefully you saw most of that recap. I saw that you say you missed the whole break. So I don't believe we had any Steelers. There might have been some in the base, but I don't really remember any even in the base, to be honest, Jojo. I'm not going to say 100% that there wasn't anything in the base, but I don't really remember it being in there for the Steelers. So we are moving into Spectra. So let's talk again here for a minute for those of you who might not have heard this earlier or you weren't tuned in. Once again, 2 sets of anticipated shipping dates tonight. The free breaks anticipated to ship out on Monday, a week from today. Sometimes I am able to get that stuff out to you faster than that. And of course, if I can, you'll see the little shipping notice pop up from eBay and you'll just be pleasantly surprised that it's early. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that would be Gold Standard and Spectra, projecting it to ship out on Friday. Consolation cards, if you are in the paid shipping breaks tonight and you get skunked, you don't pull a base card or anything at all, your consolation card or cards will ship with the rest of the break since it is a paid shipping break. If you're in the free shipping break, which were the batting gloves and the helmet, and you got skunked there, normally I'm going to hold your consolation card or cards until the next time that you have a package coming your way, in which case I would then gather them all up and send them at once, and I track that for a rolling 90-day period. If you want it sent sooner, okay, if you're in the free shipping break and you don't want to wait until the next package ships, shoot me a message over on eBay and I will slap it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it your way, okay? So this is 8 boxes of 2017-18 Spectra Basketball. It's a full case break, and it is break number 4. We've been burning through Spectra like no other, pulling some nice stuff along the way. Of course, like everything else tonight, this ended tonight, Monday the 23rd of July. Everything was on eBay, of course. And same format that you're accustomed to, which is our team names there on the left-hand side, our winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. I got myself on the wrong page now. Hang on a minute while I get myself back on the... I changed my view by accident of my own view. Sorry about that. So now this, of course, we're opening the full case right now, so we don't have to worry about taking out and numbering these. Oh, but you know what I did have to do? I do need to make sure the last of those teams were paid, so hang on one second, guys. I know I was sitting waiting on a couple. I actually meant to check it before Gold Standard too, and I forgot to do that. And, oh, but it looks like we were fine. Anyway, so we were all good. We had somebody who did not pay for their helmet spots, but hopefully they will. You never know. Because if they didn't, I'll be very sad because they had half the spots or about half the spots. So, yeah, I probably should have checked that a little sooner. Otherwise, I just probably cost myself a little money. It's been the worst month for that, I have to tell you. I mean, usually you have a few. a few people that pay late or that don't pay or that bid and then say, oh, I didn't mean to bid, and then they refuse to pay or whatever the case may be. But this month has been terrible, terrible. I have had an extraordinary number of people not pay and really just not going well. I have lost a lot of money, many hundreds of dollars this month in unpaid bids. And hopefully our bidder who didn't pay yet tonight is going to pay. Otherwise, I guess I'm in line to lose about 100 more. So shame on me for not remembering to check that before I busted that helmet, right? Although truly, it would have been so many spots to try to resell. It would have been a mess anyway. Getting a new pack of sleeves out, and we are ready to rock and roll. So in Spectra this year, there are a couple of case hits. One of them is a white sparkle. There should be one per case of that, although the very first case we opened, we did find two, but generally it is one. There are also going to be a couple of base cards in here that will be prisms, silver prisms, new this year. So those we should find two per case as well. Sometimes three, but usually two. So those are our case hits in here. Otherwise, we're looking for 3 autograph, 3 memorabilia per box. There is Shaq coming out for the Magic, numbered to 99. And a base card for Hassan Whiteside and the Heat. Blake Griffin, that's going to be a nice low number for the Pistons. It's to 5. I was going to say to 10. That's actually to 5. So that is number 2 of 5 for the Detroit Pistons. Buddy Hield and the Sacramento Kings, numbered to 99 for our relic there. Orlando Magic pulling Jonathan Isaac to 199. Behind that is Kyle Lowry and the Raptors to 99. Dwayne Bacon to 299. It's a nice hit for the Hornets. And a redemption. Okay, we all know by now we're finding lots of redemptions in Spectra. I'm just going to set it right over there, and that's where it's going to remain until the end of the break. And then we'll flip it over along with any others we pull between now and then. Vince Carter. Nice little hit for the Sacramento Kings with Vince Carter. That is the scope pattern, I believe it is referred to, and the card is numbered to 25. I think we pulled, didn't we pull Vince Carter out of the last case as well? I think we did. Out of case 3, maybe. We're kind of cornering the market on the Vince Carter Spectra autographs, I guess. Alrighty, we have Ben Simmons and the 76ers. That is numbered to 75. Behind that is a base card for Jrue Holiday and Nola, the New Orleans Pelicans. Here comes one of our silver prism base cards. Again, we should be finding on average 2 per box. We did, I think, have 3 out of 1, maybe. But generally it's going to be 2. So case hit Shaquille O'Neal for the Magic with the silver prism. And to 25, some AD memorabilia. I like the AD relics. So if you have New Orleans, that's a nice hit. Comes another Shaquille O'Neal to 149. Relic for the Magic. It's a Shaquille O'Neal kind of night so far. LeBron James to 99 for the Cavs. And I believe Cavaliers are coming out again right behind LeBron James. We have Rodney Hood to 99. Autograph in that case. Another redemption. Setting it up there. Zach Collins to 299 for the Blazers. So Cornerstones, which comes out on Wednesday, looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. I mean, of course, they didn't call it Cornerstones, but they had those similar cards in, oh, why did I just blank out on what set they were in? Well, daggone it, I can't remember the name of the set last year. They had those same cards with the, well, anyway, they've now, of course, just renamed the whole set. Whatever they had last year, they didn't make this year. And they're now calling it Cornerstones instead. But they have the nice multi-swatch jersey cards with autographs on them. It's pretty cool looking cards, actually, in Cornerstones. James Harden and the Rockets to 99. Shaq again for the Magic with a base card. And here comes our next Silver Prism case hit. It is Jrue Holiday for the New Orleans Pelicans. I didn't order a ton of Cornerstones, but we'll have 3 or 4 cases of it anyway. Karl Anthony Towns, the big man, to 25 for the T-Wolves. Oh, this is nice. Karl Malone to 99 for the Jazz. Got a little soft spot for Karl Malone. Always liked him. Joe Smith to 5 for the Cavaliers. Oh, that's a nice patch, too. Nice relic for the Cavs, numbered to 5 with Joe Smith. Spencer Haywood to 149. And, of course, you guys probably know this, but in case you don't, the Seattle Supersonics, that franchise, is the current Oklahoma City Thunder. So cards always stay with their franchise. So Seattle Supersonics cards are sent to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here is Key. That is numbered to, what does that say? 199 for the Rockets. And if you're not familiar with how that works, on every single auction that I list for breaks anyway, down at the bottom, there's a little section called Special Circumstances, and it talks about all kinds of fun, interesting things, including what happens when a franchise has relocated or renamed. So if you ever wonder about how that sort of stuff works, or how I handle it anyway, you can always scroll down towards the bottom of the listing and find that info. I also put manufacturer's information down there, like, you know, how many hits are in a box, how many cards are in a pack, whatever the manufacturer provides. I also cut and paste that at the bottom of the listing. Scottie Pippen to 99 for the Bulls. Zach LaVine base for the Bulls. Here is our white sparkle. It is Eric Bledsoe and the Bucks. We pulled a Kobe white sparkle out of one of the cases. So that's our white sparkle case hit. Going to the Bucks. Harry Giles. That is numbered to 25 for the Kings. We're going to follow that up with a hit for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo to 99. And behind that comes Bradley Beal for the Wizards. And Bradley is numbered to 199. Malik Monk and the Charlotte Hornets to 299. Got the nice autograph and relic combo there for the Hornets. Krylenko to 10 for the Jazz. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, Krylenko's a nice one to hit. Nice little throwback auto there for the Jazz, numbered to 10. This is a very thick card. It is numbered to 35. It is Marc Gasol for the Memphis Grizzlies, and it is way thicker than any of our other cards. It's actually even thicker than a 180 point. It falls somewhere between like a 180 and a 260. Probably close to, I'd say probably about 220 or something like that, if I had to guess. But I have to put it in a 260 top loader. But I do use safe release painter's tape when I have to put them in a top loader that's not the exactly perfect size, but they don't make one that's the exact perfect size for that particular card. So it'll come to you in a 260 with a little safe release painter's tape across the top. Still amazes me that Panini they close up their stuff when they send out their redemptions with Scotch tape across the top. I'm like, why would you close it up with Scotch tape? I don't know. A lot of people do, though, including Panini, but I do not. C.J. McCollum and the Trailblazers, that is numbered to 75. We have a base Nowitzki for the Mavericks. And here's a scope Bam Adebayo, nice little rookie hit for the Heat, numbered to 49. Then we are looking at the Dallas Mavericks to 99 with Yogi Ferrell. Oh, who did Yogi just sign a deal with, too? Shoot. Who was it? The Kings? It was, wasn't it? Didn't the Kings just pick up Yogi Ferrell? Because there were 2 or 3 teams that wanted him, and I want to say Sacramento ended up picking up Yogi. This is numbered to 99. It is Kevin Love. Here comes Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is numbered to 25. Alex, the batting gloves, it was the Tigers, the White Sox, and I don't remember the third team. Does anybody remember who the third team was? This is Bob Dandridge for the Bucks to 149. Derek White to 299 for the Spurs. And yes, indeed, another redemption. We have quite a collection of them going. We have 4 so far. Oh, the Dodgers. Right on, right on. Thank you, Anthony. So, yeah, so Dodgers, Tigers, and White Sox, Alex, were the batting gloves. Thank you, Anthony. I could not remember the Dodgers. But you guys know that happens to me every night. As soon as we break it, it goes right out of my head and I move right on into the next thing. I guess I have my brain filled up with too many other things like song lyrics and where I left my car keys and whatnot. Can't retain all the cards I see in a given day. Between the breaking and the sorting and all that stuff, I see a lot of cards every day. And items, as far as that goes. Karl Anthony Towns, that's numbered to 75. T-Wolves. Bam Adebayo in the Heat is our base. Scope Prince for the Hawks, numbered to 49. James Harden to 99 for the Rockets. Anthony, are you saying I'm easily distracted? Anthony typed in, oh, look, a squirrel. I believe he might be implying that I'm easily distracted. And that's why I don't retain everything that we pull. It might be. Mitch Richmond to 99 for the Golden State Warriors. Epic Legends relic. Gortat, that is to 99 as well, I believe, for the Wizards. Justin Patton to 299 for the T-Wolves. Gosh, I haven't pulled a Justin Patton in like what seems like forever. Justin Patton was in a lot of the early stuff like Donruss and Hoops and all the early stuff. And then doesn't it seem like then Justin Patton just kind of dried up and went away? And you didn't find him anymore? And now all of a sudden there he is again. So I don't know. Here's Lenny Wilkens for the Hawks. Lenny is numbered to 49. Nice little Hall of Famer for Atlanta. In the zone to 49, Anthony Davis is going to be signed. Yeah, it is. New Orleans Pelicans. Look at you. I am jealous. Nice little Anthony Davis on-card autograph. numbered to 49 for Nola. Pretty sweet little hit right there, in my opinion, anyway. Anthony, you say it happens to you too. Yeah, I understand. I don't know. I just don't retain it. I don't know why. I really just don't. Now, I'm more likely to retain one of ones and things like that, but just the generic stuff, like I couldn't even tell you half of what is in that stack right there, and we just looked at it. I don't really ever set my intentions to remember it, is basically the thing. I don't make an effort to remember it. I just see it long enough to say it, and then we go on. Zach LaVine to 99 for the Bulls. Ricky Rubio base card for the Jazz. Behind that, we have Scottie Pippen for the Bulls. And Scottie Pippen is numbered 225. Dan, you have the Pelicans tonight. Then, yeah, man, you are crushing it because that AD card was nice. Nice, nice. And Katie, I'm with you. I'm jealous of the Anthony Davis card. That's a great hit. Marquise Chris to 99 for the Phoenix Suns. The Chicago Bulls coming up with Lauri Markkanen to 99. Neon green action going on there. Harrison Barnes comes out for the Mavericks. That is numbered to 5. And I don't know, we may have a little weird something happening down there in that corner. I can't quite tell what's going on there. But a nice low number Harrison Barnes hit for the Dallas Mavericks with the 3-color patch, if you count the gray seam, and I do. For the Cavaliers, we have Zizic to 49. Or it's actually supposed to be Zizic, isn't it? It's supposed to end with an itch, I think. Yeah, I know. That's another one I say wrong. DJ Wilson and the Bucks to 99. Auto and relic. Ooh, Lakers. I'm going to love this because I like Magic Johnson. And that is numbered to 10. And that is pretty sweet by my estimation because I love me some Magic Johnson. So Lakers with the nice Magic autograph to 10. Guess I didn't. Yeah, I did cut the plastic on it while ago. Remember, we still have 4 redemptions sitting right there as well. So if we have not yet come up with whatever it is that you are looking for, aside from this pack that we're getting ready to open, we still have those 4, which we know are going to be autographed hits of some sort. So you're not going to be totally out of it until we've flipped all those over to see what they are. Whoops, that's the wrong sleeve. The wrong size. Let me get the right size. A few more out here because it seems I ran out. Paul Gasol and the Spurs to 75. A Malik Monk base card for the Hornets. Goran Dragic for the Heat to 49. What's going to happen with Dragic? He's been a little bit of an underperformer, in my opinion. I don't know what's going to happen with him exactly. But here he is again to 49 with a relic. Semi Ojeleye to 99 for the Celtics. The T-Wolves hit with Jeff Teague to 199. And sure enough, here's another redemption, giving us 5 redemptions. Craziness. Larry Brown, wow. Larry Brown numbered to 99. And I have to tell you something. I don't remember the franchise history of the Virginia Squires, so I'm going to have to look that up. We're going to set it aside. I'll look it up here at the end after we do the redemptions and the other stuff. And those of you who want to hang out and find out that information with me, please do, because I don't remember the franchise history for the Virginia Squires. I'll say that right up front. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, to 49 for the Bucks. So the Bucks just waited till the very end, but come out with a nice hit out of the last card in the last pack. Now all of our redemptions. Oh, I forgot these are the cruddy sleeves tonight. The smaller ones are. Yeah, see, they just, I don't know. There's something wrong with that whole pack. Let's just forget it and use the bigger ones. This wouldn't normally need a bigger sleeve, but we're going to do that tonight. I'm putting it in a sleeve so I can write on it. All of you who are out there going, why are you putting it in a sleeve? It doesn't need to be protected. It's so I can write on it. I will bring you along with me momentarily. After we flip these over, we'll go to the Panini website and pull up their checklist. We'll verify the teams. We're probably going to know all the teams as we look at these, but we're going to verify them anyway. And at the same time, the Panini website will very handily tell us what each of these cards are going to be numbered to. So give me a second. I'm getting a few things organized here, so we'll be able to recap after we get this done. And then we'll flip these over and find out what we're working with exactly. Okay, here we go. Dennis Smith Jr. So the Mavericks hit with a rookie jersey autograph. And it's probably going to be numbered to 299, but again, we'll find out when we hit the checklist momentarily. Next up, Semi Ojeleye, Rising Stars Neon Pink. And I don't think we've pulled a Neon Pink, so I'm not sure what that will be numbered to. It's for the Celtics. Third out is Jordan Bell. That'll be the Golden State Warriors. It is Rising Stars Neon Blue. We have had Neon Blue before. That's the one we've pulled out most commonly, has been Neon Blue. The fourth, there it is. Oh, Celtics, you were like, oh, I'm so sad. I only have Semi Ojeleye. No, you don't. You have Jason Tatum as well. That, again, was rookie jersey autograph, so I believe will be numbered to 299. We have one left, and it is Harry Giles for the Kings, rookie jersey autographs. So we're going to roll over to the Panini website. I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to lay these out so I know we'll do all the rookie jersey autographs first because those will be in one card set, and that'll make it a little bit easier to roll through and find what we need to find here in a moment. Let me get, oh gosh, I have our tops checklist up tonight. That's not what we needed. How did I manage to do that? It won't take me but just a second there. I just, for some reason, I had in my head, I don't know, when I set it up, I had in my head tops. So that's just crazy, isn't it? So basketball 2017, we're looking for Spectra. Rookie jersey autographs is our card set for 3 of our redemptions. So we're going to go there first and check them out. So first up, the Harry Giles for the Kings. He is card number 113. He will be numbered to 299, which is kind of what we thought, but now it's always nice to confirm it. And then we have card number 105, which of course you can see there is Jason Tatum for the Celtics. That is also to 299. Then we have Dennis Smith Jr., card number 119, also to 299 for the Mavericks. The Jordan Bell is Rising Stars Signatures Neon Blue. So we got to change our card set here and get down to find that one. Jordan Bell is card number 31. And where are you, Jordan Bell? It's going to be numbered to 49 for the Warriors. Last but not least for the Celtics, we have the Semi Ojeleye Rising Stars Signature Neon Pink. So we got to make one more little change here to get to that. It is card number 25, does that say? I guess it doesn't say 25, it says 26. Number 225. All right. So those are our 5 redemptions, and that puts us in a position where we are ready to recap. I do still have to look one up, though, so you know what? Let's look that up first, too. So hang on a second. That is this right here, this Larry Brown for the Virginia Squires. So I need to look up and find out who the Virginia Squires became, who they are currently. So hold on a minute, please, while I look that up, okay? And I see you guys are going back and forth in chat, and I think somebody's asking a question about what came out of something else, but I think one of you guys jumped in there and answered, so thank you, whoever's answering those questions while I'm tied up with this. And just FYI, I cannot currently see chat while I am using the iPad to look up the history of the Virginia Squires. I try to figure out what team they are right now, because I don't know. Blah, blah. Based in Oakland. But I want to know where they went. Does anybody know the answer to this? Got to be in here somewhere. No? Okay. So they were the Virginia Squires, then they were the Washington Caps, and then the Oakland Oaks. So maybe I need to be looking up who the Oakland Oaks became, because that's the last. Good grief. Does anybody know the answer to this? Because I do not. Oakland Oaks. Let's see if I can figure that out. No, they're also just part of the ABA. All right, so here's what we're going to do, because I can't seem to easily find an answer to this. We're going to recap everything else but this, and then I will stay on here and try to figure this out. If we can't figure it out, if it didn't become anything else, then we'll figure out how to distribute that card, okay? So just, if you're interested in that, hang tight, because we'll try and sort that out. But we're going to recap for those who are not interested or don't care or want to go or whatever the case may be, because some people are not interested in that, okay? So here is our case hit, the white sparkle. It was Eric Bledsoe for the Milwaukee Bucks. Our case hit silver prism, 1 of 2. This one is Jrue Holiday for the Pelicans. Our second silver prism base card, again a case hit, was Shaquille O'Neal for the Magic. Now we have our redemptions. We just verified all of these. Harry Giles for the Kings to 299. Jason Tatum, Celtics, 299. Dennis Smith Jr., Mavericks, 299. Semi Ojeleye, Celtics, to 25. Jordan Bell for the Warriors to 49. Our numbered cards that are not autographed or relics. I'm not going to flip all these over again because, of course, we've already done all of that. We're just going to fly through them here from the front side for anybody who maybe missed part of the break or you just want a second look at your cards. Give you an opportunity to do that. Nice Blake Griffin, low numbered there for the Pistons. And I think probably what we're going to find on that Virginia Squires is that there is no way to trace them, because it looks like they just, as part of the ABA, it looks like they just bit the dust. I mean, they became all those other teams I read off, but then offhand, I didn't see where the Oakland Oaks became anybody else either. So if that's the case, then I think the whole franchise just bit the dust somewhere along the way. And in which case that card would just be given out using random.org. So, but I will double check that after we finish the recap here. I just know some people don't mind waiting and they're cool with waiting. Some people get very antsy. So I figure this way is the best of both worlds. If you don't want to wait, you can see the recap and you don't have to. And if you do want to wait, then everything else will be done and we can just devote our time to looking up the Oakland Oaks, which is the last known franchise name I could find for the original Virginia Squires. I think you guys, somebody's typing something in the chat over there about this, I think, but of course I can't see it right at this exact moment, but I will take a look at it here when we finish this and see what insight you guys have, what valuable info you can give me. So all in all, I think we did pretty well with this case. I'm happy with what we've pulled here. We've got one more case of Spectra left. That's the one we'll break tomorrow night. And then that's the last of the Spectra, and we'll be moving into Cornerstone starting on Wednesday. All right, so here is Larry Brown and the Squires, and then I'm going to pick back up here and see what you all have been telling me in chat in the meantime. So, Josh says he thinks, yeah, that is probably, they folded and there's nothing past the Oakland Oaks. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards too. Katie's asking who I was looking up. I'm looking up this Larry Brown Virginia Squires, part of the ABA. So some of those teams folded into other teams. Some of them did not. So it sounds like this may be a did not. Nate is asking the price guide for Spectra. Depends on if you're doing online or the print version, Nate. I don't subscribe to the online, Beckett, because I think they have it priced outrageously. I do know that it will go up sooner than print, but I would say, you know, probably print anyway is probably going to be like 6 weeks or so. I don't know about online. I'd say sooner, maybe a few weeks. Will said that the Virginia Squires never formed into an NBA team. Okay, so that would... Yeah, I do know he coached like half the league. That's actually how I know. I mean, I know the name from the coaching standpoint. I never even knew where he played. So, okay. So yeah, the Oakland Oaks is the last one that I saw too. That's what Greg says is what he saw is the last information as well. And then the Oakland Oaks, I'm just trying to make sure there's not anything else about them, and I don't really think that there is. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so they just folded. Yeah, so they went to Washington, the Washington Caps, we already talked about that, and the Virginia Squires, and that's it. So those are the three franchise possibilities. None of those went on to become anything else. So that means that this card for the Virginia Squires and Larry Brown, numbered to whatever that says there, 99 I think it said, is going to be headed to random.org. I'm going to put it in a top loader so I can write on the back of the top loader or the front or something where it goes. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me for this fun little journey. And, Nate, you're asking how many silver prisms there are. No, I don't know, like, no, I don't know how many there are in total per player or otherwise. It's obviously most of the cases have 2 of them in there. I believe we did have one case where we had 3. We also had one case where we had 2 white sparkles when you're only supposed to have 1. So, but in general, it should be 2 per case, but I don't know how many cases of Spectra Basketball Panini produced, nor do I know how many players were included in the checklist for the Silver Prism base. So what you see there, of course, is I just copied all of our team names from the spreadsheet. We're going to now buzz back over here to random and drop them in. There are 30 items in here, so I don't see any need to do random multiple times. I'm going to do random one single time, and that's going to tell us where this card goes. So scroll down through here. You guys can all see, of course, that each of our teams were correctly pasted in there. Hit randomize one time. The team that is in the number one position when we are finished is going to get this card. So good luck, everyone. Here we go. It comes up to the Golden State Warriors. So there's the full list of how everything finished up tonight with random. And the Golden State Warriors taking home the Virginia Squires Larry Brown card because they folded, never became any NBA team. And of course, we already recapped everything else. And I will put up the spreadsheet information one final time if anyone didn't see it. Although it'd be hard to have missed it by this point. You never know. You just never know. So to be on the safe side, I'll pop it up for us one final time for someone to take a look if you didn't see it earlier. There's the information about projected shipping dates for our various breaks. There's information right here about the consolation cards up here. Both of that, all of that right there. And of course, there's information about that in the listing description as well. And then looking at what we're opening the rest of the week, we do have more Spectra tomorrow night. So if you're inclined to be a Spectra fan, we do have the last case of Spectra coming up tomorrow night, along with Inception Baseball and Triple Play memorabilia box. Memorabilia on Wednesday, along with a case of Cornerstones Basketball and Certified Football, both of which come out on Wednesday. Thursday finds us with more memorabilia, including another case of the Onyx Clubhouse Collection gloves, the back half of the Gold Standard Football case that we started tonight, and a second case of Certified. On Friday night, we're going to do Immaculate Collegiate Football. It comes out that day. We're going to break it as a full case, along with a case of Inception Baseball, Cornerstones Basketball. Saturday, lots of memorabilia in there, and a half case of jerseys. I'm looking forward to that one. We usually just break the Leaf jerseys, and all the jerseys, really. We normally just break one at a time. But we're going to break this one as a half case. So it'll be 4 jerseys out of our 8-box case. Those come out on Friday. We'll break the half case on Saturday. And then we will also break a third case of Optic Baseball on Saturday. So that's what the days ahead look like. And I believe that is it for tonight. So once again, I thank you, each and every one, for joining me tonight, and I hope I'll see you again on a future break. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.